If your short form clips aren't getting any traction, it's honestly rarely the algorithm or your posting schedule, but rather a flaw in your actual creative approach. I've audited countless accounts, and 90% of them are losing momentum because the clips themselves just don't have the impact they need to stop a thumb. In this video, I'm going to reveal a tight, repeatable structure for turning long videos into scroll-stopping shorts without spending hours in Premiere or blowing your budget on a professional editor. You need to stay tuned because I'm going to show you exactly how I took hours of raw footage and converted it into dozens of high-performing, viral-ready clips. First and foremost, you must understand that the first 3 seconds of your video matter more than absolutely anything else. If you don't manage to hook the viewer instantly, they are going to keep scrolling past you without a second thought. Nobody on their For You feed cares about a slow build-up or a lengthy introduction. When people say content is king, what they really mean is that those first 3 seconds are the throne you need to occupy. You need to incorporate something bold, weird, or emotionally immediate right at the start to stop that scrolling thumb dead in its tracks. Let me show you a prime example of what you should absolutely avoid doing in your videos. I constantly see creators starting with generic lines like, "Hey guys, today I want to talk about," or "You won't believe this," and it just kills the vibe. That type of opening is completely wishy-washy and fails to grab attention immediately. If a camera shows someone standing in a messy room opening with a vague statement, 8 out of 10 viewers will swipe away before you even finish your sentence. That kind of hook is slow, it is vague, and it gives the viewer zero reason to actually care about what follows. Now, let's watch a much better example where you frame a close-up of someone's face with something visually surprising. Imagine showing something like a skincare mask bubbling on the skin or hands holding a clogged pore strip, and the speaker says, "This actually pulls everything out of my pores." That is visceral, you can see the result, and you instantly understand the problem and feel compelled to see the outcome. You have created visual tension and a quick benefit, which is exactly how a hook should function. So, here is the repeatable structure I use, which is incredibly simple and works across almost every niche. The structure is simple: hook for the first 3 seconds, the problem from 3 to 6 seconds, the solution from 6 to 15, social proof from 15 to 30, and finally, a clear CTA. If you follow that specific cadence, your clips will actually get watched all the way through. For the hook, you need to make it visual or a blunt, hard-hitting statement. Use a fast zoom in, an unexpected action, a weird sound effect, or even a cliffhanger line to stop them. Do not be generic, because if your long-form video doesn't have these moments naturally, you need to capture them or have an editor find them for you. Next is the problem, where you need to name the issue quickly so the viewer relates immediately. Say things like, "I used to waste so many hours editing my podcast," or "My live streams were full of gold but nobody saw it." You need to nail exactly who you are talking to so they feel seen. For the solution, simply show the thing that fixes the problem without over-explaining it. Provide a short demo or a clear before and after, such as a clip of the old chaotic process contrasted with a high-energy finished clip. Social proof or explaining how it works is where you show repeat usage, quick stats, or a visual walkthrough. It's better to show the output directly, like saying, "Here's a long podcast episode, and this tool pulled 12 highlight clips in under an hour." A short montage of several clips gives viewers the sense that this isn't just one-off luck. Your CTA should be casual, like, "If you want to stop fighting with timelines, try this out," or "Give it a spin and tell me what it pulls." Now, how do you actually produce those moments from long-form content without buying a massive team of editors? This is where tools that automatically find viral bits and turn them into ready-to-post clips become complete game changers. But not all tools are built the same, so we really need to compare what is out there. There are plenty of basic editors that just trim video, which is fine if you know the exact timestamps and have hours to spare. Most creators don't have that time, and they want software that points out the high emotion lines, the laughs, and the drops automatically. Other platforms might offer templates, but force you to schedule everything manually, which is still a chore. Then there are agencies, which offer great work, but often come with horrible turnaround times and high costs. That is exactly why I lean on Vizard, because it doesn't just trim your videos, it intelligently scans them. It finds the moments that actually perform and turns them into viral-ready clips for you. It's doing 3 critical things: auto-editing to surface clips, auto-scheduling so you don't have to babysit your feed, and a central calendar for organization. The difference isn't just flashy marketing copy, it is about saving you from the part of content creation that truly sucks. Here's the real workflow I recommend. Start by capturing raw, long-form video, like a podcast or stream, and don't overthink it. Next, upload it to Vizard and let the tool analyze the audio and visuals to find the laughter, applause, and energy peaks. This saves you from the manual labor where most editors usually get stuck cutting out every single moment. Then, review the clips Vizard suggests, pick the ones that fit your hook problem solution structure, and tweak the captions. Finally, use the auto schedule feature to set your posts for multiple platforms so your channels stay active without you logging in daily. Use the content calendar to shuffle pieces, change captions, and manage your distribution across all your platforms. One more important thing, UGC creators and brands often think they just need a creator, but that is not true if you don't provide a plan. If you hand raw footage to someone and tell them to freestyle, you will end up with inconsistent hooks and weak shots. Instead, give them a short brief. Tell them what problem to identify, what visual to start with, and one specific line of social proof. For a product clip, tell them to use a zoomed in shot of the product, a 2-second reaction close-up, and an end frame CTA. Vizard helps even more here by automatically reframing those parts into multiple cropping ratios for different platforms. Let me give you 2 examples that I have seen work really well in the real world. Example A, a creator used a 2-hour live stream and Vizard pulled 30 clips, allowing them to go from posting twice a week to posting daily. Example B, a brand had tons of raw testimonials and used Vizard to stitch them into 10 strong, vertical optimized cuts for their ads. Of course, Vizard isn't a silver bullet, and it won't replace a director if you need high-end cinematic quality. It is also not magic for poor content, so you still need a good hook and authentic moments to begin with. But it eliminates the absolute grunt work of hunting for timestamps and manually making 916 versions for every single platform. Compared to hiring an editor every week or juggling 5 different apps, it is just so much less friction. If you are working with creators, give them a shot list. 2 or 3 strong visual hooks, 1 clear problem statement, a demo, and social proof. That way, even if your creators are raw or shy about scripting, you still get usable assets that actually convert. Feed that into Vizard and let the tool do the heavy lifting. It will output ready-to-post clips that keep your channels looking active. Alright, to wrap this up, follow the hook, problem, solution, proof, and CTA structure every single time. Give your creators a short, clear brief, and use a tool that surfaces the actual moments that really matter. If you are tired of wasting hours and still having underperforming content, try this workflow immediately. Upload a long video, let the platform pull candidate clips, pick the best ones, tweak your captions, and schedule it out. Your feed is going to thank you for the consistency and the quality jump. If you want, check out Vizard and give it a spin on your next long video, even just to see what it pulls. I promise the difference between fumbling through hours of footage and getting a stack of ready clips is night and day. Hit the link below, try it on one of your episodes, and tell me which clips it found that surprised you the most. See you in the next video, where we will dive even deeper into this strategy.